the thing I usually end with is, a message to your community. With you having, a Southern community and now a Pacific Northwest community, if you can speak to each of them about the other, basically, give an endorsement to the people that dispel some stereotypes about the South and about the Pacific Northwest to the opposite side, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So I'll start with talking to anybody else about the South. A lot of us do speak correct English. There's so much food there for you to eat that you will just fall in love with, man, that it will blow your mind. And so many people, you have people that will talk about, oh, we cook, we have that Southern, the Southern food up here, you should try this place or try that place. And this is no disrespect. There was a lot of places I've tried in the Pacific Northwest that have some really good Southern food. But it's just nothing like when you're actually down there and someone's grandma is cooking for you. It's just a totally different feel. It's totally different when you go to a potluck. It's totally different than a pregame when you're going, you're at a tailgating party, at a Jackson State University game, or you're outside of an LSU game and everybody's cooking, crawfish balls and all that kind of, it's just a different feeling. And like, the HBCU bands, it's just a totally different thing that you will just fall in love with the South for those very reasons. Like football games are just totally different. It's just a totally different feel. It's amazing. It's something I totally miss. It's something that I would tell anybody in Pacific Northwest. If you've never been to a HBCU football game, you have missed out on one of the 7 wonders of the world. I'm pushing that into the 7. Something else has got to go. That's one of the 7 wonders.
Taking one out.
Yeah, taking one out. Sorry, one of you got to go. I haven't figured out which one yet. But one of them, it's definitely go to a Jackson State University football game, and you will find yourself falling in love with HBCU bands and football. It is an amazing experience that I would tell anybody. And on the flip side, I would tell my Southern compadres, first of all, I do not speak bougie now because I've been up here too long. It does not rain every day, and the rain is not the rain that happens down south. It's not the same kind of rain. You can I do stuff in the rain up here, a lot of stuff in the rain up here. It's pitter patter is what I call it. It's just a little tap, 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 tap rain. And and it goes away. It's not like down south where it starts to rain and now you can't even drive. You got to be on the side of the road because it's like a typhoon. You're from Kansas, so it's a different kind of rain. But it's the most gorgeous place I've ever been to. Like Seattle, hands down, is the prettiest city that I have seen in the country. I don't want nobody tweeting me or anything. Hey, what about this city or that's? Look, man, I'm just telling you, I've been to most cities in this country through my travels with basketball, and I have never on a clear day, there is nothing like Seattle. Nothing. My mom and dad saw it on a clear day and just couldn't believe it. I've never been to a state where you can be this close to the ocean while having this huge mountain in the background. You go over a pass and now you're going into desert area. You got ski areas too. You got windmills, you go this way, you got all these crazy lakes, and then, you got Canada right above you. So Vancouver's right there. You got Portland right down below. It's such a sweet spot. So anybody in the country that's trying to figure out, should you travel to Seattle? It is a must. You have to come here. I am so glad that my dad told me that I had to get out of the house, and he picked a spot on the map and said, okay, Seattle seems like a cool place. Go for it, son. That was the biggest that ever did for me. That was pushing me out of the house and making me go to Seattle because, man, I have not looked back since. It's an amazing place.